What is up, Undroppables Nation? I'm your host, Josh Lee. And as always, we are here with another Best Ball Mania draft. And today, it's a bit of a special episode. I know we're on episode 11, but we've gone through about 19 drafts thus far. So this is about to be our 20th draft. So 20th draft special. And I will be kind of talking through some guys that I believe can be league winners this year. Huge values at ADP, guys who might be ADP risers throughout the offseason, guys who could really go off in week 17. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go. Sharing the screen as always. Here we go. And let's just hop straight into another Best Ball Mania room. We're waiting on one person. And as always, we have our rankings with us. Okay, let's see what spot we get. Let's see what draft spot we get. I'm hoping for like 106, 107, 108. That's fine. That probably means that we're going to miss out on this tier. Maybe this becomes a Bijan build. Maybe this becomes a Diggs, A.J. Brown sort of build. We'll see how this falls out to us. Let's see who the top wide receivers are. If you guys don't follow Sam Hoppin already, I suggest you Best Ball sickos go ahead and give him a follow. He's putting out some really, really great content for Best Ball. So I saw he posted earlier today just kind of how positional values have changed, or I guess how positional values have fared in the past 3 Best Ball Manias. And what the changing market in today's Best Ball Mania 4 ADPs, and how we can kind of use the last 3 Best Ball Manias to kind of guide our drafts in terms of like how we should be constructing our rosters, and what sort of players that we should be drafting versus avoiding. So yeah, let's just get right into it. The draft is kicked off. We're at the 108. We're probably going to be targeting Stephon Diggs in this range. And then that'll open us up to some Buffalo, New England sort of stacks. Kind of looking at the schedule, if this would refresh. Looking at the schedule for Buffalo, they get Kansas City, Dallas, Chargers, New England in the playoffs. Those could all be shootouts. Help him is back. What's good? Help him? How you been today? Always love to have some returning viewers. So it looks like I do not recognize any of the names in the draft today. We have 2. Actually, I do recognize Feed the Freezer. I think he's been in a previous draft of ours. But we'll see who falls out to us. Obviously, we're going to be taking Kelsey or Tyreek if they do fall to us. I don't anticipate that either of those guys fall to us. But this guy probably takes like a Kelsey. I think I've seen Feed the Freezer take a Kelsey before. I'd be surprised if he went. I guess Tyreek or Kelsey is the pick here. Yeah, there he goes, Kelsey again. So Kelsey, as our model states, just gives a huge positional advantage. I mean, if we look at Travis Kelsey versus the other positions, versus the other players, it's kind of wild, the difference between Travis Kelsey and the next guy. But okay, we are on the clock. Bijan is here. I do like Bijan. But I think I'm going to go ahead and take Stephon Diggs here, just because I love Stephon Diggs. I love the Buffalo offense this year. I think Buffalo, actually, I had just kind of a big brain moment this morning. Bills could be Super Bowl contenders. I know their defense may have gotten worse, but they added Dalton Kincaid on offense. Josh Allen is going to be fully healthy. They should have went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but Patrick Mahomes pulled a Houdini on the Bills and scored in 13 seconds. So I like the Bills to kind of be back in the race. Let's go ahead and mark some of these guys off as they get drafted. But that kind of opens us up to Josh Allen. We'll see if Josh Allen falls to like the end of the third because we're not going to be taking him in the second. But Kupp is gone. Kelsey's gone. Chase. Oh, Waddle's still there. Tyreek, McCaffrey, Diggs, JJ, Eckler. Okay, Devontae Adams. Bijan falls to 111. Eckler, Devontae, Bijan. Bijan is not in here. I know I've been delinquent on it, guys. I've been waiting or haven't figured out a great way to integrate rookies into here. I'm still working on it. Really want to find a way to get that in there. Tony Pollard at the 2-1. Okay, he goes Dallas. Scotty Do, 23. I like the uniqueness, but that's pretty high for Tony Pollard, especially over some of these receivers. Maybe if JT or Saquon make it back to us, we could opt for that because I've been doing a lot of wide receiver builds. So, I mean, typically I would go Jalen Waddle here, but I already have a ton of Jalen Waddle. So maybe I opt for a JT or Saquon here. King Pook, if you pass on JT, I will hit the draft button on him, buddy. I think the model likes JT and Saquon about evenly. I think they're right next to each other. Saquon, JT. Yeah, they're right next to each other with the 4-point difference. He goes ahead and takes Saquon. So I will take JT. And so JT, Stephon Diggs as our 1-2 punch is pretty nice. I like getting JT here at the 2-5. That's a great anchor running back to draft here. And that kind of opens us up to some stacks which we haven't looked at in the past. Indianapolis, I don't even know who they play. They play Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Las Vegas. So that's really interesting. I'm really curious to see how this room falls out to us. Because JT is obviously an absolute stud. And I think he might be one of those guys who rises throughout the offseason. I know people are saying, Anthony Richardson comes in. He's going to take away JT's goal line work. I don't necessarily think that that's exactly true. I think that team still loves JT, and they're still going to hand him the rock a bunch of times every single game. So let's hope that Josh Allen falls to us. He's obviously the pick if he does. Patrick Mahomes goes. I have a feeling that Josh Allen is not going to fall to us. But we have opened up some additional doors that we can kind of walk through with this draft. Amon-Ra is gone. Josh Jacobs is still there. I think Garrett Wilson went. A.J. Brown went. Saquon Barkley. I got my boy JT. Who else has been taken? I think CD's in this range. Yeah, CD's right here. Let's see who else. I think that's about it. Let's mark off Tony Pollard. But okay. Josh Allen goes at 2-9. Unfortunate, but we are opened up to some additional things. Chip Skylark says, hey, how's it going? How's it going, Chip? I've seen you in here before. Nick Chubb, Chris Olave. Probably want to go back to the wide receiver well. We'll see who falls to us right here at pick 32. Nick Chubb goes. Chris Olave. Where are those boys? Where's Nick Chubb? Where's Chris Olave? Olave's right here. Okay. So we have some additional players that we could kind of look at. Obviously, the quarterbacks are the highest on the board. Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson. Obviously, love that sort of stack. I feel like that's pretty typical of the 101 is going the Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews back-to-back because otherwise it's very hard to stack those two. Otherwise, you're going to have to pray for him to go at like 36, 37. But that's kind of a pretty big fall for Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews. So, I mean, if you want to stack them, you're basically going to have to take them at 24, 25, which I don't love, but also don't hate. I mean, starting off your draft with JJ, Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews is obviously a good way to start your draft. We'll see how we're able to build out our team, though. So let's see. Top guy on our board is Joe Burrow. I don't think I'll be taking Joe Burrow. We could probably wait on like a Herbert in round 5, which is a lot more attractive to me. Debo, that's very early for Debo Samuel. If T. Higgins makes it to us, that would be pretty juicy. T. Higgins does not make it to us. He does not fall to us. If Derrick Henry falls, maybe we just start our draft running back, a little robust running back to start the day. Because, yeah, I mean, if any of those three, I guess we're going to get one of those 3 running backs. And all 3 of those running backs, I expect their ADPs to rise throughout the offseason. I think this is pretty freaking late to get one of these guys. I mean, Derrick Henry gets Houston twice in the playoffs. So I'm going to go Derrick Henry or Breece Hall here. I think they're the 2 best picks here. If I wasn't going to go running back here, I probably would go Calvin Ridley just because he's looking like a guy that could rise throughout the offseason. Where do we have Henry? Henry's all the way up here. Yeah, I don't think I could pass on Derrick Henry here. This is just pretty freaking late for Derrick Henry. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the draft button on him. Derrick Henry picked 32. Jonathan Taylor picked 17. Like that's absurdly late in my opinion. I don't typically build my teams this way, but one of the big things about drafting 150 drafts is you kind of just have to take what each draft room gives to you. This room is giving me JT and Derrick Henry in the 2nd and 3rd round. So we're just going to go ahead and hit the draft button on those 2. I just think that's absurd value for the running back position. To get essentially 2 workhorse elite running backs in the 2nd and 3rd round after already drafting our elite wide receiver, I think it's just a pretty good way to play this sort of game. So I'm going to go ahead and take those guys, and I probably don't have to touch the running back position for a very long time now. Helping says take the value where it falls. Exactly. As Peter Overzet always says, got to be a value hound. There goes ETN, Breece Hall. I would be over the moon if Ridley falls to us here. But Indianapolis, Tennessee plays Houston. Tennessee plays Houston week 15 and week 17. So we're kind of building out an AFC South sort of play. Ridley's the pick if he falls to us. If Ridley doesn't fall to us, I kind of don't know. Maybe we just go with the Justin Fields and get our elite quarterback here. But I kind of want to wait on Justin Herbert in the 5th round. And then if we miss on Herbert, we can just kind of – yeah, I think I'm going to go wide receiver here. Okay, people are starting to go running back. This guy probably goes wide receiver after taking Jahmyr Gibbs. I bet he takes Calvin Ridley. Yeah, he does take Calvin Ridley. Buffalo plays New England. Tennessee plays Houston. Indianapolis plays Las Vegas. I guess none of these guys really stack up with my team right now. If I'm targeting Justin Herbert back here, Mike Williams was not at training camp, so I think his ADP is actually going to fall. Maybe we go with the Keenan Allen at our pick. Helping says Christian Watson is going up against that horrible Vikings secondary. That's true. But I also don't love Christian Watson. I'm actually kind of a fader of Christian Watson in the 4th round just because that Green Bay offense, I don't know, it's so suspect to me. I think I'd prefer Keenan Allen. Where does our model have Keenan Allen versus a Keenan Allen or Christian Watson? We're going to listen to the model on this one. We're on the clock. Keenan Allen is a little bit further down because he missed the season. Christian Watson and Keenan Allen are right next to each other. Jerry Jeudy's also in this range. I've been drafting a lot of Jeudy. Maybe I just go back to the Jerry Jeudy and get the bring back. Screw it. Jerry Jeudy is the pick here. Jerry Jeudy is someone that our model really, really likes. So I'm going to be happy with taking him right there. Jerry Jeudy opens us up to some more stacks. Sorry, help him. I know. True, too many question marks surrounding Green Bay. That's exactly right. I just think Christian Watson at wide receiver 19 is just like very expensive and not someone that I really want to be hitting the draft button on. So I'd much rather be drafting a guy like Jerry Jeudy, who is in Sean Payton's offense, and that I expect that Denver offense to be significantly better than it was last year. And in the playoffs, Denver gets Detroit, New England, and the Chargers. I like all of those games. I think all of those games could be very high scoring. Just because I know Denver's defense is very, very good, but I think that their offense is going to be a lot better than it was last year. It's tough for their offense to be worse than it was last year. People are overreacting about that Watson slant that he took to the house from Love against the Eagles backups. Herbert goes. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I just can't get behind the Christian Watson love right now. I think that he definitely has the potential to be sort of a breakout sort of player, but I think there's a lot of risk tied to that. And that's kind of what this model is. It basically tells us who are the risky bets to be taking this early in drafts. Is Joe Burrow still there? Oh, Burrow is gone for sure. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough to say who's going to be the better player, but we do know who's the riskier player. And Christian Watson is a very risky pick at current ADP. So we'll see. Helpum says, yep, it's only one pass. They haven't shown they can do that consistently. Exactly. That's exactly right. We'll see. Christian Watson, J.K. Dobbins. I mean, if Keenan Allen falls to us, that would be kind of beautiful. Maybe we can just do like a little bit of a backdoor. We've been doing a lot of Chargers with Denver bringbacks. Maybe we can do some Denver with some Chargers bringbacks, kind of flip the script on that game. Because I really do love that LA Chargers versus the Denver Broncos in Week 17. I think that that's going to be a very intriguing matchup. Keenan Allen goes. That's unfortunate. But we will see who falls to us. All right, Keenan Allen, Drake London, all those guys go. I think we're just going to keep hammering the wide receiver position here because all of the elite wide receivers have been taken. DJ Moore, Drake London, those guys are gone. DK Metcalf is gone. Mike Williams is gone. D-Hop is gone. Deebo Samuel is gone. Amari's gone. Christian Watson, Keenan Allen is gone. Devonta Smith is gone. Okay. So Ayuk is the top guy on our board. If Terry falls to us, I mean, I'm just going to close my eyes and hit the button on Terry again because people just want to keep letting Terry fall. So I will keep grabbing Terry wherever he falls. Christian Kirk is also here. Trevor Lawrence goes right there. Christian Kirk is also one of my favorites. I love me some Christian Kirk. Brandon Ayuk down here is also here. I love Brandon Ayuk. We'll see how the room falls, though. Christian Kirk gets taken. I think Terry is the pick. Yeah. I mean, Terry or Michael Pittman. I have a lot of Terry McLaurin already. 183, 193. Screw it. We have some Indianapolis stacks already built. So because this is our first JT, let's go ahead and stack that game a little bit. We'll go Indianapolis. I mean, they're playing Las Vegas. That Las Vegas defense should be kind of atrocious again. Who does Indianapolis play down the stretch? Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Las Vegas. Yeah, I kind of like targeting Michael Pittman. I know maybe that opens us up to an Anthony Richardson. I wonder how Anthony Richardson is going to fall in this draft. C Money Mitz goes ahead and takes Terry. I mean, he's got a great wide receiver room built out. But I think I like my running backs a lot more. And I mean, Michael Pittman is a guy that has been able to produce in the past with kind of subpar quarterback play. And against Anthony Richardson, I know Anthony Richardson isn't the most accurate quarterback, but Anthony Richardson is a good enough quarterback, which I feel good about taking Michael Pittman there. And spike weeks definitely could come from a guy like Michael Pittman. And then I think I'm going to be hoping for if Mixon falls to me at 65. Do I just have to hit the button on Mixon? Is that a running back can be here? And Mixon is far and away the top scoring player on our board. I think if Mixon falls to us, we just have to hit the button on Mixon, fill out our flex spot. So we'll see. Everyone else has two running backs already, and like, why not just take the value that falls? I do like JSN a lot. And I know me and Perlman have been going back and forth on that, but JSN, Joe Mixon. I guess I do already have two running backs. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see who falls to us because there's still 4 picks in between us and that pick. I think Scotty G is going to go ahead and take Joe Mixon if he times out again. Oh, he takes JSN. Okay, so JSN's off the board. Our top two options are Mixon and Ayuk. That's who our model loves. And then maybe if it falls to us, we'll even go ahead and take Kyle Pitts. If both Mixon and Ayuk get taken, Kyle Pitts is our pick, I think. Addison goes. Okay, that makes it even higher chances we get Mixon or Ayuk. Mixon goes. Okay, so we're going Ayuk or Kyle Pitts. I think I want Ayuk. Getting our fourth wide receiver. And Ayuk is just one of those guys. He's just going way too late. 6th round for Brandon Ayuk, who was wide receiver 15 last year. Last year, he's getting drafted as wide receiver 31. I know the quarterback situation is kind of in flux, so we don't really know who his quarterback's going to be. But it doesn't matter. His quarterback last year was Brock Purdy, and he's going to continue to be a rising asset. I don't know why people keep fading Brandon Ayuk. I'm going to keep hitting the draft button on him. So give me some more Brandon Ayuk. So I've gotten – who are the guys I got on my team? I got Diggs. I got Ayuk, I got JT, I got Jerry Jeudy. 4 guys in the top. What's the count on this? 4 guys in the top 19. I like that a lot. Dallas Goedert was another guy that I need more Goddard on my team. That's for sure. Because Dallas Goedert is playing the Arizona Cardinals in Week 17, and that's going to be an absolute feast for whoever the starting tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be. Right now, obviously, the bet is Dallas Goedert, and Dallas Goedert most likely is going to be the starting tight end at that point. But Goddard's beginning, he gets hurt at least once a year, so hopefully that's in the beginning of the season instead of the end of the season like it was last year. But I definitely need more Dallas Goedert in my best ball mania portfolio. But we'll see who falls to us in our next pick. San Francisco plays Washington. Indianapolis plays Las Vegas. I mean, I don't really have any of the Las Vegas bringbacks at this point, but maybe this just turns into like I said, maybe this turns into an Anthony Richardson team. And because I have no Anthony Richardson, I didn't plan to take any Anthony Richardson, but he fits this team well. We missed on Josh Allen. We missed on our guy Justin Herbert. I guess we could also look at Russell Wilson. Maybe we'll do like an Anthony Richardson and Russell Wilson for this team. Tennessee. Did Treylon Burks go? Yeah, Treylon Burks just went. I do want some more Treylon Burks on my team. DeAndre Swift goes. Yeah. Let's see. Who are the top running backs? I mean, Lenny's still there. Kenneth Walker, Derrick Henry. James Conner's already gone, right? James Conner is gone. When did James Conner go? Whoa, is James Conner still on the board? Whoa, where's his ADP? Oh, shit. Okay, we can look at James Conner a little bit later. I like James Conner down there. Mike Evans is gone. Etienne is gone. Lockett, Aaron Jones are gone. I think Monkey's still there. Breece Hall, Jacoby Myers is still there. Pickens. I think Pickens is there, actually. Pickens is there. Ayuk, Goddard, Mike Evans, Lockett, Burks, Pacheco, Swift, Rashad White, Michael Thomas, Dalvin Cook. So Michael Thomas is gone. Damian Pierce, I think, is still there. Miles Sanders is gone. Godwin. Rashad White went. Dalvin Cook. Treylon Burks. Okay. Quentin Johnston, Gabe Davis. We'll see. I mean, if Deontay Johnson falls here, I think I have to take Deontay Johnson, right? I mean, Deontay Johnson, just an absolute stud. And I do not know why he's being faded so hard. Deontay Johnson, the model loves Deontay Johnson. I love Deontay Johnson. I think Deontay Johnson's a phenomenal player. So the fact that he's falling all the way to around pick 80, I think is pretty wild. I've taken a lot of Deontay Johnson at this point. So maybe I just close my eyes and take a Pickens. Where's Pickens? Pickens isn't too much further down. 157 versus 181. I mean, Pickens' upside scenario falls right in the middle of Deontay Johnson. So maybe we just go ahead and take Pickens just for some diversification on that Pittsburgh room. Arizona. The model doesn't hate Pickens. as much as most people do. So screw it. We'll take George Pickens on this team, just because he's fallen so far at this point, and I think once training camp hits, people are going to be excited about George Pickens, and his ADP might rise back up. So get George Pickens on this team. This is just a pure dog sort of team. And we have Stephon Diggs, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk, George Pickens as our wide receivers. Oh, geez, that's you must be this tall to ride. I mean, all these guys are over 6 feet. And Pickens at 6'4", I think. Michael Pittman at 6'4". Love that. Helpum says Broncos versus Chargers was a shootout last year, so that stack might be the best one to go after. Scores 31-28 last year. I mean, hey, we love the Chargers-Denver game. I mean, that's going to be one of our biggest exposures in Week 17. Hopefully, we can get some teams there. How's the model feel about Waller? He seems real tricky this year. Let's go ahead and check. I think the model does like Darren Waller. Not. We'll check. Waller. Darren Waller is not in our data set. So he's one of the guys. Let me write that down. He's one of the guys that we have to add. Oh, wait. No, I think he is in our data set. Darren Waller. Model has him at tight end 24, just because he hasn't been able to stay healthy over the past few years, I think. And it's tough to project out when his efficiency metrics last year weren't that great. So I like Darren Waller more than the model does, but we'll see. All right, so Pittsburgh plays Seattle, San Francisco plays Washington, Indianapolis plays Las Vegas, Denver plays the Chargers, Buffalo plays New England. I don't have too many stacks built out right now. Obviously, that's going to happen a little bit later in the draft. We still want to get our guys. I know the model likes Hollywood. Oh, I was going to take James Conner. Kamara is the top guy. James Conner goes. Monty is there. We do like some David Montgomery. Tight end had the lowest R squared, right? Yes, that is correct. Tight end R square was like 29%. So it's tough to predict the tight end position because it is so touchdown dependent. So I would take that with a grain of salt. Okay. It's kind of a weird range. Maybe we just say screw it and just go Anthony Richardson. Because I do love Zay Flowers, but I don't have any Miami or Baltimore guys right here. And Anthony Richardson just staring us in the face right here. So you know what? 8th round, Anthony Richardson doesn't feel great, but he fits the squad. He fits the squad, guys. This is a really, really weird team, but these guys are kind of dogs. I mean, Anthony Richardson at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry at running back, Stephon Diggs, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk, George Pickens at wide receiver. So screw it. We got some Anthony Richardson. This is our first and maybe our only share of Anthony Richardson, but maybe we could add like a little bring back with like a Jacoby Myers. We could even look at tight end with like a Jelani Woods. I don't know. We'll see how the room continues to fall. But I don't hate it. We're definitely going to need to get another quarterback for sure. And I think that's going to be Russell Wilson a little bit later. Or maybe even like a Geno Smith so we can game stack the George Pickens play. So we got A. Rich. Let's add the quarterbacks back in here. Geno's there. Trevor's gone. I think Danny Dimes is gone too, right? I know Danny's there. Let's put him back on the board. Rodgers is there. All right, we'll just get rid of Brady. Tua's there. Lenny's still there. Deshaun is still on the board, right? Yeah, Deshaun is still on the board. If Deshaun keeps falling in ADP, maybe we just go ahead and just take him naked. Kyler's still there. Gibby, Tannehill. We'll take Matt Ryan off the board. Monty's gone. I think Jacoby Myers might be the pick, honestly. Sean Watson goes. Cortland Sutton goes. I don't love Cortland Sutton. Where's Deshaun Watson? George Kittle is long gone. Gardner is long gone. Kyle Pitts is long gone. Oops. Hollywood, Damian Pierce are both gone. I think A.J. Dillon's gone too, right? No, A.J. Dillon is there. All right, so here's the quarterback run going. We got Watson, Tua, J-Mo, Kirk, I think A-Rich would have been gone if we had waited. So I'm fine taking him at 8-5. But okay, maybe if Alvin Kamara makes, because we have we've been game stacking we've been stacking the New Orleans Saints so heavily, but we don't have as much Alvin Kamara, and just the fact that he's all the way down here in the 9th round. I mean, when he plays, he's probably going to be really good. So maybe if Alvin Kamara makes it to us, we just say screw it. And he is our model's RB1, by the way. He's all the way up here, so would be kind of wild to get him at pick 104. Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, they all go. Danny Dimes is still there, though. Dak Prescott is off the board. I think Tua is off the board as well. And maybe we could go Alvin Kamara and then Jacoby Myers at our next pick, 113, ADP 117. Feels like we're punting tight end. But I think we're probably going to go 3 quarterback build here. Maybe we'll go A-Rich, Geno, Russ. Because where's Russ? Russ is at pick 132. Oh, Kamara goes, so no Kamara for us. Joker Cleveland plays the Jets. Pittsburgh, Seattle, Denver. Maybe we go Pirine. AJ Dillon plays the Vikings. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have more Viking stacks. I just don't need naked AJ Dillon at this point. Could go Brian Robinson, but as you guys know, I hate Brian Robinson, so I don't think I'll be taking Brian Robinson. AJ Dillon goes there. Why don't we just go ahead and take Samaje Perine? Juju. I think I'd rather go my 3rd running back over my 6th wide receiver. I know the model doesn't love Perine, but I think Perine has the ability to kind of carve out a pretty significant role in that Denver offense, and we are game stacking Denver a little bit with Jerry Jeudy, Samaje Perine. We'll try to get Russell Wilson too later. But I think next we're going to want to bring a bring back of a Jacoby Myers. Maybe we could do a Brandon Ayuk bring back with an Antonio Gibson. I think our next pick, though, will be Geno Smith for the George Pickens bring back. And then we'll be looking at I guess all 3 Seattle wide receivers went a long time ago. But we could look at some Pittsburgh guys. Oh, we could go Freiermuth, actually. And instead of the bring back, just go for Freiermuth. Freiermuth goes. Maybe Freiermuth should have been the pick there. I think I messed that one up. I think I should have taken Freiermuth at pick 9-8 instead of Perine for our first tight end. Because I really like Freiermuth. I think he's going to be a good player. The model likes Freiermuth. And the model hates Perine. I mean, where's Perine? And Perine's all the way freaking down here at RB 66. But sometimes you just kind of go with the vibes, you know? The R squared on the running back model wasn't great. And I think it just kind of speaks to wherever there's opportunity, you kind of just have to go after it. Geno Smith gets taken. In the NFL, I mean, we all know it's all about opportunity. I think if Juju falls to me, I'll go ahead and hit the draft button on Juju just to go as a bring back against Stephon Diggs. And maybe we can just go for a Mac Jones. Chip Scarlett says, have you considered posting these model ranks somewhere? Yeah, I have. I'm going to eventually post these out. I think I want to just kind of keep it in-house for now just to get as much EV from the model as I can before I post the rankings. But I'll probably post them sometime in June or July. And maybe they'll be for free. I don't know. Probably for free at first. And then I don't want to charge people money for something that Gibson got taken. We've been talking about Jacoby Myers a lot. And the model likes Jacoby Myers. I like Jacoby Myers. We'll go ahead and take Jacoby Myers as our bring back option against the Indianapolis boys. I know that maybe that might not be the highest upside pick. But Josh McDaniels is very familiar with Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is a good player. The model has Jacoby Myers ranked as, where's Jacoby Myers on here? Wide receiver 29. And I just took him at wide receiver like 54, 52, 54. So I like the value that I'm getting on Jacoby Myers there. Don't feel great as Anthony Richardson is my only quarterback. So we're definitely going to need to start hammering the quarterback position a little bit more. I mean, we could go like a Kenny Pickett to stack with George Pickens. Still going to look at Russell Wilson to stack with Jerry Jeudy. Maybe even like a Trey Lance to stack with Brandon Ayuk. We'll see. We'll see, though. Brian Robinson with a little bit of a fall. But, okay. Chip Scholar said Nessa definitely be interested. Okay, that's great. That's great to know. Good to know that I have some followers that want to see some more of the model. I think I'm going to post like everything about the model once I get a little bit closer to the submission date for Best Ball Dateable. I'm pretty busy right now. I'm actually leaving this weekend for a wedding, so I'm going to be a lot of won't have a lot of time to be kind of posting stuff, and I want to be able to answer questions and all of that when I do post it. So it's going to definitely going to be released a little bit closer to the Best Ball Dateable submission, which isn't until August. I'm going to aim for like a June or July release date, but stay tuned. Keep following along. My Twitter at Joshua J. Hyun. It's right underneath my name right there. But okay, Jared Goff goes. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers falls to us, like we'll definitely hit the draft button on Aaron Rodgers. For Rashad Penny that falls to us, I mean, we're going to take Rashad Penny just for the Arizona game stack. We don't have any Arizona right now, but I think that Rashad Penny, if he's healthy, is going to run all over that Cardinals defense because that Cardinals defense is just absolutely atrocious. So Rodgers, Rashad Penny are both in play right here. Even like a Elijah Mitchell is in play here with the San Francisco stack. We definitely need to look back into the tight end position. We could even look at Kincaid in the 11th round all the way here at pick 128 to stack with Stephon Diggs. We'll see who falls to us. So I think we can probably take like one more running back and then allocate a lot of draft capital to the quarterback and tight end position. Kincaid gets drafted. I mean, I think if Rodgers falls to us, like we can't not hit the button on Rodgers, and then we can just kind of stack. Is Lazard still here? Lazard has been taken, I believe. When did Lazard go? Lazard went right after I took Jacoby. Okay, so the model likes Lazard. I like Lazard. Lazard's all the way up here. Wide receiver 22. We took Jacoby at what? Wide receiver 29. Yeah, maybe Lazard was the play over Jacoby, but I did want to get the bring back against Anthony Richardson just as a singular option. Maybe we'll even look at like a Michael Mayer. But I think Rashad Penny is the play here just because he's fallen. And that Philadelphia backfield is something that I definitely want a piece of. So Rashad Penny could be a league winner in week 17. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. I was going to talk about league winners. I think from just looking at the games, all right, I'll be up in 7 picks? Just looking at the games, we have to target the games where teams are like weak against a certain position or teams are like we're expecting these games to be high scoring so they could score a lot of touchdowns. The games which I'm particularly interested in is obviously Philadelphia versus Arizona in week 17. Arizona is going to be the worst team in the NFL this year. So I'm looking to target every single player that's going to be playing against Arizona. Obviously, that's why I like a lot of the NFC West teams. I've been drafting a lot of Rams, Niners, Seahawks players because of that, because they get Arizona twice on their schedule. So that's why we're drafting guys like Rashad Penny. We're looking at guys like DeAndre Swift. We're looking at Dallas Goedert as a league-winning tight end because the Cardinals are just so atrocious against the tight end position. Kind of on that note, the Seahawks were the worst team in the league last year against tight ends. So that's why I wish I had taken Pat Freiermuth because the Steelers get the Seahawks in week 17. That's another game that I'm really looking to target because the Seahawks are building kind of a Legion of Boom sort of defense, but one position that they've always kind of ignored when they're defending teams is the tight end position. So they kind of say to the other team like, "Hey, if you're going to beat us with anyone, you're going to beat us with your tight end." So that's why I'm looking at getting guys like Pat Fryermuth. I don't have any Pat Fryermuth right now. I wish I'd taken him on this team, but that was just kind of a oversight on my part. But we have a pretty solid team built out so far. Right now, it's Anthony Richardson, quarterback, JT, Derrick Henry, Samaje Perine, Rashad Penny at running back, Stephon Diggs, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Brandon Knight, George Pickens, and Jacoby Myers at wide receiver. But I think I got to start looking at just grabbing quarterbacks and tight ends at this point. Helpman says maybe you could take Darnell Washington. That's a really interesting idea that I haven't been exposed to yet. Maybe I do. I don't love anyone in this range. The only other guy, maybe I take Alec Pierce. Screw it. We're just going full on Indianapolis. We're taking Alec Pierce here. The model likes Alec Pierce. I like Alec Pierce. I think if you're going to draft any receivers in this range, it should be year 2 guys. And Alec Pierce is that wide receiver 47. Actually was pretty decent last year when he was healthy. Alec Pierce, maybe Michael Pittman gets hurt. I don't know. Maybe Anthony Richardson develops a certain rapport with Alec Pierce. But I think we're good at wide receiver now. We're just going to completely just ignore wide receiver, probably ignore running back because I like these 4 running backs that we have, and then just hammer quarterbacks and tight ends for the rest of the draft. Maybe I do take Darnell Washington because of that sort of idea which we just laid out. Maybe we take Kenny Pickett because of that too, because we already have I guess we don't have any Seattle players, do we? Yeah, we don't have any Seattle players. We do have George Pickens. So I guess we could stack like Darnell Washington, Kenny Pickett maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. I think if Greg Dulcich falls to us, Russell Wilson already got taken, right? Yeah, when did Russell Wilson go? I guess that was kind of an oversight. I took Rashad Penny instead of take Russell Wilson. We got another bonehead move. We're not super sharp this morning, but that's okay. We're shaking the rust off, and we're going to go back into a draft right after this, and we're going to hop right back into another draft. I do have to leave, actually. Never mind. This is gonna be a single draft today because I do have a doctor's appointment at 2:00. Actually, let me see how far my doctor's appointment is. Maybe we'll cut it close. Because if you guys are following along, I did tear up my shoulder when I was snowboarding back in January. I was cleared to run for the first time. And I've been doing the Underdog Cardio Club submissions, and I was able to run for a mile for the first time yesterday. Felt pretty good. First time running in 4 months. So I completely tore my labrum. My shoulder bone, the little head of my shoulder, was all the way down here in my arm, and I tore everything as it came down because I was had a little snowboarding accident. So had surgery to completely fix my torn labrum, and my surgeon said I have to stay off it for 6 months before I can return to high impact activities, which includes basketball. That's my biggest thing. I love playing basketball. So I'm trying to get back to basketball as soon as possible. But yeah, torn my labrum, and that's what I'm kind of working through right now. But back to the draft. Okay. Kind of all of the quarterbacks down here have been taken. I think we're going to want to look at like a Trey Lance or Brock Purdy down here. Maybe even like a Jimmy Garoppolo. I think I'm going to want to look at Kenny Pickett, though, to stack with George Pickens. So I think we're going to go Kenny Pickett, Trey Lance as our 2 quarterbacks down here, just because that's the game stacks that are kind of shaken out for us. Unfortunately, all the tight ends for our quarterbacks have already gone. But we could look at some bringbacks. Chigo is already gone. Dalton Schultz is gone. I think Dulcich is the pick here because we can stack him with Perine and Jerry Jeudy. We'll grab Dulcich. We'll grab Jelani. We'll grab maybe, like you said, Darnell Washington. Maybe even like a Michael Mayer. Tank the Chig guy, the Chig guy. Diggs, Taylor Henry was an excellent start. I was lucky enough to draft a Cup and Taylor recently. Yeah, I'm loving this team. I guess the weakest spot for me is definitely the quarterback position because it's sitting there with Anthony Richardson, and we did not take an elite quarterback, but we're going to try to fix that by taking 3 of them. So I think Dulcich is going to be the pick here because we also have 0 quarterbacks right now or 0 tight ends, but we're trying to figure out how to fill this up. Oh yeah, we were looking at, you know what, screw it. Just for you guys, just because we've set a record for the amount of people who are on the stream right now. Just for all of you, I'm going to hop into another draft room just so we can have 2 drafts This is the first time where we're going to have simultaneous drafts at the same time. Actually, let's draft. We're going to enter another one. Going to have both of them up at the same time. Waiting on 9 people. So if any of you in the stream want to hop into a draft room, I'm in there right now. So you can go ahead and try to stream snipe me. But right now we're drafting. We definitely need 2 more quarterbacks on this team. We need 2 more tight ends. This might be a 3 QB, 3 tight end build with probably 5 running backs, 7 wide receivers. But 3 tight end more viable build looks like than extra RB wide receiver. 2673, 2682, 2583, and 3573 were the 4 builds that have playoff advance rate over expectation, all 3 Best Ball Mania years. That's good to know. I've been building a lot of 2673s and 2583, so I'm glad to see that. This is probably going to be a 3573 build. But where's Trey Lance? Kenny Pickett, Trey Lance are back-to-back in ADP. I like Kenny Pickett. And I think that there's something funky going on in San Francisco. I don't know why, but I just have a gut feel that it's that's going to be Trey Lance's. I think Trey Lance. Chip Scarlett, all 3 BBM winners only had 2 tight ends though. That's true, but never say never. This could be the first one that wins it with 3 tight ends. We'll see. We'll see which tight ends fall to us though. Everett gets taken. 14.5. I guess we do have to wait a little bit. One quarterback, 176, 174.4, 175.9. I think we want to just shore up our quarterback room probably. Do we go naked Matthew Stafford? That would be wild, right? Would it be wild to take, or do I just take a second running, or my last running back here, just because the running backs at the end are probably a lot. We're going to have to reach on one or the other. All right, we'll go ahead and take Kenny Pickett here. Kenny Pickett, I know we reached on him by probably a full round, but I think it's okay here, just because we only have Anthony Richardson in our quarterback room right here, and then we're going to go ahead and take Trey Lance at this pick, and because Kenny Pickett and Trey Lance were back-to-back in ADP, I don't want to miss on one of those guys, so I'm okay with it. And then we'll probably look at like a Michael Mayer. I like Michael Mayer down there, so hopefully Trey Lance and Michael Mayer both fall to us, and then we can probably take like a last round running back. What running backs are way down here? Deuce Vaughn, Michael Carter, Ty Chandler. Maybe this is a Dwayne McBride team. Are there any other stacks that we go after? Maybe this is a James Robinson team. I don't know. Pittsburgh plays Seattle. Who's the 3rd running back? Maybe it's a Kenny McIntosh team. What if Kenny McIntosh? What if it's not Zach Charbonnet that takes the receiving work, and maybe it's Kenny McIntosh who can go off against Pittsburgh that week? All the running backs are going here. Let's see. Oh, we're in the draft here. We're at 105. Let's go. Okay. So I'm going to have to do this draft quickly because I have my 12-week checkup on my shoulder as soon as this second draft ends. But we're going. This is our first dual draft live stream. I don't know how to split screen these drafts, but whatever. That's okay. We're at completely different stages in each of these drafts. So we will see. We will see how these rooms fall out to us. I definitely know who I wanted this pick. Michael Mayer. I wanted Michael Mayer to follow me. That's okay. Gonna go Trey Lance at 15.8. Did any of you guys in this draft? Chip Skylark's here. Oh, Chip Skylark. Are you gonna be sniping me? I'm gonna have to shut up about my picks then. Yeah, exactly. Mayer for the Las Vegas Indianapolis correlation. Unfortunately, he was taken right out from under us. But Chip Skylark is in here, old man game and overdrive. I'm just surrounded by red badges, so this is going to be a fun draft. I've never been surrounded by red badges like this, so I'm curious to see who you guys go and take. Anybody else other than Chip Skylark in the stream in there? We'll see. We'll see. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Oh, Trey Lance got taken. No. That is unfortunate. Maybe we should have reached on Trey Lance. Maybe this becomes a Brock Purdy sort of pick then. Cooper Kupp got taken. All right, this is going to become a Travis Kelce build, I think. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Yeah, screw it. We're going Travis Kelce here. We're going elite tight end in this draft room. Help him says he's in there. You're at the 114. That doesn't make sense. Did you mean 1-4? Help him. Are you overdog 8? If help him is overdog 8, you sniped us on Cooper Kupp. You know I love Cooper Kupp, so I can't believe you did that to me. That's a little bit. All right, Chip Scarlett takes Bijan. I love that. Is old man game in here too? We'll see. Okay. And our next pick. We'll go to Dawson Knox. This is the I don't know if Dalton Kincaid's going to be the guy. Maybe Dawson Knox is the guy sort of build. We'll stack him with Stephon Diggs. Week 17 against the Patriots. Give it all to me. I was thinking about Marvin Mims, but I think I want to cap myself with 7 wide receivers with this team because we spent so much draft capital at the wide receiver position on this team. So we're going to look at a late round quarterback. Maybe this is the Brock Purdy team because I definitely want to have some Trey Lance. But Brock Purdy is also an interesting one. Maybe this is the Mac Jones team. Maybe this is the bring back on the Buffalo players. We just go naked Mac Jones. Or we could go like Mac Jones and a tight end. We'll see. But in this draft, okay, Tyreek Hill, Bijan Robinson, Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler. And then I think we're going to want to go elite wide receiver in this draft. If you guys want to take Patrick Mahomes, that's fine. I don't think I really want to take a quarterback in the second round. I think that's a little bit too early. I did that with Josh Allen yesterday, I think. But it just feels gross taking a quarterback in the second round of a 1 QB sort of league. But I think I want to go quarterback here. CJ Stroud is a bring back on the Derrick Henry pick. So I'm curious to see who falls to us. I don't love taking rookie quarterbacks. I don't think rookie quarterbacks is an optimal way to play the game. I think we'll go Brock Purdy. Just because what if? And Brock Purdy stacked with Brandon Ayuk. This might just be a dead team, but it also has a ton of upside. I want to go Brock Purdy or Mac Jones. We'll see. Have any of these other guys fallen? We'll see who falls. All right. This is lining up kind of like where both of our teams are going to be on the clock at the same time. So this isn't ideal. If Saquon falls to me, I'm definitely going to take Saquon. But if he doesn't fall to me, maybe we go Olave. This is a gross draft. Really, really odd. Damn it. I hate it here, guys. All right. I'll take Mahomes. You guys forced me into it. I hate it, but I'm going to do it. And over here, I hate this too, guys. You guys are the worst. I don't want Brock Purdy. Screw it. Lenny. Let's go. I got it. All right, Lenny at 185. He's our fifth running back. This is going to be a 3-5-7 build, and we definitely need to go quarterback tight end with our last two, or maybe this would be a 4 quarterback build. Scott Brown's in here too. Take Mahomes more on DK, but QB's more expensive later. Yeah. Downs, maybe. I don't know. I think if I'm already betting on Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, I guess Downs isn't the worst, but I want to probably stick to 7 wide receivers. I think I definitely need another quarterback. It's probably going to be Purdy. Maybe it's a Mac Jones just for the Buffalo bringbacks. We'll see, though. Maybe we can go like a Gesicki. I don't know. I hate it down here. I hate the Mahomes pick here too, but I guess got to have some Mahomes Kelce stacks. Maybe it's we can be different enough down here. Oh, quarterbacks are going early in this draft. This is going to be a really, really interesting room. Have not seen quarterbacks go this early before, but We have 4 quarterbacks go in the second round. That's kind of crazy. This guy went the Lamar Mandrews. Lamar Mandrews, JJ. That's kind of I feel like I've seen every team built that way. Lamar Mandrews, JJ. So if all of those teams advance through to the next round, then so be it. Those are the teams that advance the next round. But this is like Kansas City. Damn it! I want a T to fall. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Man, this is just so gross, guys. This is just so gross. So gross. So gross, guys. So gross. Screw it. Breece Hall. Breece Hall. And I think we're just going to start. Actually, I'm not going to disclose my strategy at all here. But Mahomes, Breece Hall, Travis Kelce. I love it. No receivers yet, but that's okay. Okay, so this room, we definitely just need to take a quarterback and a tight end. I'm leaning on either Purdy, Stroud, Mac Jones, or Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell went. I don't have any Mac. I also don't have any Purdy, I guess. We're getting positive reports about Brock Purdy. And I already have a little bit of Trey Lance, so maybe we just take there's so much risk already tied with Anthony Richardson. I think the pick here is Tank Shy Guy. Also, Baltimore Miami does look juicy week 17. Yeah, Baltimore Miami is the game that I have the most stacked. Have a ton of Jalen Waddle. I think Jalen Waddle is my most drafted wide receiver right now. I don't have any like super stacks where it's like Jalen Waddle and the rest. Feed the Freezer is this is the other draft I was thinking. Okay, sorry. Ignore what I was about to say. I think we have to go quarterback at this pick, though. It's either going to be Purdy or Mac Jones. Purdy is stacked with Ayuk. Mac Jones is bring back on Diggs and Dawson Knox. This is interesting. Our quarterback room is so gross. 11, 6, 9. Screw it. Brock Purdy. Stack him with Ayuk. We'll see who's the starter there. That's going to be real gross, though. The model hates Brock Purdy. So we'll see who falls to us here. This is a very sharp room. I don't know what I'm going to do at my next pick. We'll just see who falls to us. I mean, we know who's top in our rankings. So, Judy went. Man, y'all are too sharp for me. This is a sharp room. ETN goes. We'll see who I'm able to get. Mike Williams goes right there. Chip Skylar, good pick. DK Metcalf, okay. Jahmyr Gibbs goes. Should I just go Chi-Town stack? Show Green Bay, Arizona. Yeah, screw it. We're going Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen as our wide receiver 1. Don't love it, don't hate it. And then hopefully we'll be able to get our guy at the next pick. But we have one of each. 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end. So we'll see how this room shakes out to us. But I actually don't hate this team. This is kind of an interesting start. This is a really sharp room that I'm in. But I like the way that our team is building out because I'm trying to focus and hit that Chargers-Denver game that's so hard. We're also trying to hit the Kansas City-Cincinnati game. It looks like we're going to hit more Kansas City than Cincinnati on this team, though. We took Purdy. I think on this team we got to close it out. Maybe this is just a 4th. Nah, I don't want to take a 4th quarterback. Screw that. Tight end. Oh, yeah. I remember who I'm going to take. This is going to be a Jelani team. Jelani Woods as our 3rd tight end. So this team's all done. This team is Anthony Richardson, Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Samaje Perine, Rashad Penny, Leonard Fournette at running back, Stephon Diggs, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk, George Pickens, Jacoby Myers, Alec Pierce at wide receiver, and Greg Dulcich, Dawson Knox, and Jelani Woods at tight end. So there goes that draft. And then now we are in this draft. Purple Orangutan, he's got that is a team. Purple Orangutan is a good drafter. That is a solid team. But I know who I want if it falls to me. Hopefully you guys don't know who I want, but because you guys have been taking my players. Oh, the running backs are going off the board here. I'm glad that I have Breece Hall. We'll see who falls right here, though. Okay. Tank, the Shy Guy said, would have a ton of Chicago Atlanta sacks if they were playing in Atlanta. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Are they not playing in Atlanta? Overdog takes Hawkinson. DJ Moore just falls to the 5th round here for us. Hey, I'm just going to take the value as it comes. I already have a lot of Christian Kirk. So DJ Moore falling to the mid-5th. I'm going to take some DJ Moore here. I know he just helped him, and Tank the Shy Guy basically just said they're playing in Chicago for that game. But I like DJ Moore regardless. I mean, DJ Moore is a great player. Getting him in the 5th round feels pretty solid. And DJ Moore was on the winning team last year. He was on Pat Kerrane's team. And DJ Moore fell to pick 53 with a 45 ADP, so I'm going to snap that up. I don't have him stacked. That's okay. Maybe we can look at other stacks elsewhere. Christian Kirk was the other guy that I was considering. So Chip Skylark, great on you for taking Christian Kirk because I think he's a great player. But I think I have an eye for who I want at my next few picks. This is going to be mostly just filling out the wide receiver room. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore feel like both solid options as our first 2 wide receivers. We're just doing vibes-based drafting again, guys. Just going off the vibes. We're not showing the rankings because we don't want to give an edge to anybody else. Chip Skylark said, I want a DJ Moore. Let's trade. I'm okay. The DJ Moore FUD is overblown. Oh, 0XD, you're back in here. I haven't seen you all day. The DJ Moore FUD is overblown at this point. I agree. I'm a huge fan of DJ Moore. But this team is looking pretty freaking good so far. I mean, we have Patrick Mahomes, Breece Hall, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Travis Kelce. I don't think it gets better than this, guys. This is a beautiful team that's shaking out for us. I think the only other way I could have drafted this team is going like instead of taking Travis Kelce at the top, I could have taken Tyreek Hill. Maybe that was the play. But never know. Got to take the Travis Kelce. Love the positional advantage that we get with Travis Kelce. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a fire truck going by or an ambulance, something. It was super loud, so I went on mute for a second. But I do know who I want on my next pick. Hopefully you guys let him fall to me. Kid Clay takes him. I think Kid Clay's the one that just has an absolute – oh, no, it's the other one. I like Kid Clay's draft, though. Stacks Trevor. Oh, he's going 2 elite quarterback. I'm not a huge fan of that. I saw Josh Larkey was talking with Hilo, Mark Garcia yesterday on Twitter about what the optimal strategy is in terms of like drafting elite quarterbacks. They were arguing whether drafting 2 elite quarterbacks is optimal or if like it's viable versus just taking 1 elite quarterback and taking a much later quarterback. That's kind of the route that I'm going to be taking. I don't want 2 elite quarterbacks in this team. But ooh. Let me shut up real quick. I'm going to wait to see who gets taken here because I have an idea of who I want to take, but we'll see if you guys let it fall to me. But as always, guys, please subscribe to the Undroppables. I'm going to be doing this all off season. Damn it. Oh, Chip, what are you doing, man? Why'd you take Dallas Goedert? Oh, man. He's the one I wanted. Now I don't know who to take. Oh, this is stupid. Screw this. What the hell? I hate this. What the hell? What is going on here? What is going on here? Damn it. All right, I'll take Dameon Pierce. Screw it. I like Dameon Pierce as a player. I think Dameon Pierce is a great player. We'll take as our second running back just because I hate the receivers on the board right here. I hate the receivers here. Chip Scholar says, go Birds. Yeah. As a Washington fan, I can never say that without a feeling of distaste in my mouth. DeAndre Swift was the other guy I was considering. I have a little DeAndre Swift and not too much Dameon Pierce. I think Dameon Pierce is going to be great this year. I really like what Houston is doing. And I know people are super hype on like, oh, Derrick Henry gets the Texans twice in the playoffs. If you thought about it the other way, Dameon Pierce gets the Titans twice in the playoffs. So I really like Dameon Pierce as a Week 17 play. He gets the Titans. Titans I expect to be pretty trash defense. So I like what DeMeco Ryans is doing down in Houston. I think that Texans team is going to be pretty solid going forward. So we'll see how Dameon Pierce plays out this season. But getting him in the 6th round feels like stealing. Chip Skylark says, wait, you have Kelce, you don't need Goddard. I'm a fan of the bully tight end sort of builds. All of you are saying that having both Henry and Pierce, I mean, yeah, I know. I could have gone Henry and Pierce, but I do really, really like Breece Hall, and I took Henry in the last draft. Yeah, you guys are saying all this stuff, how I don't need Goddard. I'm a fan of bully tight end because more often than not, your second tight end is filling your flex spot. Tight ends are filling the flex spot more than you guys think. So Dallas Goedert would be able to provide points on those in that flex spot whenever he's scoring more than the wide receivers or the RB3s or the wide receiver 4s. And in that Week 17, we were building this team to take everything down in Week 17. And Dallas Goedert is our league winner tight end in Week 17. So we're going to be trying to draft as much Dallas Goedert as possible. Obviously, we weren't able to get him in this draft. And pairing him with the Travis Kelce kind of gives you leverage against everyone who does have Kelce on their team because there are a ton of people. There's going to be a ton of people out there that have the Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce stack. If those guys make it to Week 17, a ton of people are going to have Mahomes and Kelce. But if you had, there's probably going to be very few teams that have a Kelce and Goddard. So that gives you leverage against the rest of the field. That gives you leverage over all of the Kansas City Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce sort of stacks. That gives you an advantage in that Week 17. That's the thought process that I was going in with considering taking Dallas Goedert there. Really wanted Deontay Johnson. Unfortunate that he did not fall to us. I think we have to go wide receiver here. I just took Pickens in my last draft, and I'm not the biggest fan of Pickens, so we're going to go ahead and take Hollywood. Don't really love the wide receiver room that we're building. I think it's respectable enough that we're going to be able to get solid points, but we're going to have to start just really focusing on the wide receiver position. Where was Hollywood in our – let's go ahead and just clear everything. Go ahead and clear all of this. Oops. I'm curious where I had Hollywood. Marquise Brown is wide receiver 35. I guess that's not the best. Where did I took him as like around wide receiver 35. I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess there's other players which I could have considered instead. So it's fine. I don't know. I needed a receiver. This is a tough draft. I think I've liked my other draft streams better than this one. But let's see. Okay, there's 19 of you guys in the live stream today. That's awesome. That's our record. So was happy to give you guys my league winner at the tight end position so far. But I'm still getting a feel for who's going to be the league winners at the running back and wide receiver position. I think I have a good idea, but I think we're going to have to wait until training camp just to fully flesh that out because I don't know which secondaries are going to be the worst, which run defense are going to be the worst. But I do know which team is going to be the worst at defending the tight end position, and that is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. So that's why Dallas Goedert is my league winner at the tight end position. Mr. Chip Skylark here, I think, was able to get him on his team, and he did stack him with Bijan, Tony Pollard, DK Metcalf, Mike Williams, Christian Kirk, Brandon Cooks. I really like the team that Mr. Chip Skylark is building over there. But I like my team too. We got Patrick Mahomes, Breece Hall, Dameon Pierce, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Hollywood, and Travis Kelce. We're going to have to keep hammering the wide receiver position because that's probably our weakest position right now. And we could probably ignore taking a quarterback or tight end until very late in the draft. We'll just fill out the rest of our positions right now. Let's check who the top guys are at running back and wide receiver. I mean, Kupp is gone, Mixon's gone, Chase, Waddle, Hill, McCaffrey, Jacob. Oops. All these guys have been taken. Terry, Kirk, Ken Walker, CD, Derrick Henry, Chris Olave. And Connor's still there. T. Higgins, Swift, Pittman, Rom, Deontay, DJ Moore. Oh, he's still there. London, Pollard, Evans, Chubb. I think Lazarus still there. ETN. Okay. Helpum says my money's on Connor for the RB League winner. Okay, don't disclose that yet. He's still on the board, right? He is still on the board. Okay, so all you guys still in my draft room, don't be taking James. Oh, James Conner did get taken. Tanner Glenn. Oh, James Conner goes at 710. Okay, I think that's about right for James Conner. But back to the draft room. LAC, that gives us Denver bringbacks. Chicago, that's Atlanta bringbacks. Arizona, that's Philadelphia bringbacks. I think I'm going to take one of these wide receivers. I do want me a piece of that Baltimore-Miami game, so we're going to go ahead and take Zay Flowers here. I'm a big fan of Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers, I think, is a great player, and he gets added to the Todd Monken offense. I think Baltimore is going to air the bleep out of the ball, and Lamar Jackson is going to be a very prolific passer because of it. Mark Andrews is definitely the wide receiver one there, but in that Georgia offense, the second highest target winner other than Brock Bowers was Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey played out of the slot. Zay Flowers is going to play out of the slot. I like Zay Flowers to kind of be the second highest target share kind of guy on this Baltimore Ravens offense. We'll see if he can do it in his rookie season. He'll probably do it in year 2, but hopefully he can do it down the stretch where he really pops off for us. And he's the last of the first round wide receivers in best ball drafts, and I think he shouldn't be drafted like that. I think Zay Flowers should be. Maybe the other guys are being drafted too highly, but Zay Flowers I think is being drafted too late. I think the first round wide receivers should be in a more of a clump than how they're being drafted right now. So I'm gonna take advantage of that arbitrage. Tank the Shy Guy says Waller at 91 is like taking candy from a newborn. Okay, I guess that's an opinion. I don't know. It's tough to say because I agree. I like Waller at 91. I mean that's just cake. Old man game. Are you Tank the Shy Guy? Tank the Shy Guy. Are you old man game? Let's check your team out. Saquon, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, fire running back room. Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, George Pickens, George Kittle, Darren Waller. Okay, so you did go with the bully tight end build. I love the bully tight end build. Love all of the bully tight ends. Okay, let's see what bringbacks we have open to us. Interesting. No, it's not me. I wish it were, though. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good build, in my opinion. Me too. Everybody's scared that Lamar won't pass them much, but I still got faith in him. I have faith in him, too. Alvin Kamara goes. That was going to be my pick there. Overdog, this is the guy. I think Overdog's in the stream, right? Overdog, don't take my guy. I know you don't want to. I know you're not going to do it. You're not that mean. You're a nice guy, right? You're a nice guy. God damn it. Oh, Overdog, you're not a nice guy. I don't like you anymore. That's no fun. All right, we'll take Elijah Moore. I don't love Elijah Moore, but I think we just have to take shots at the receiver position. Elijah Moore in Cleveland, that is the bring back against Breece Hall. That Cleveland, New York Jets, Week 17. I don't have a lot of Week 17 right now, but we're going to start building that in a little bit more into our draft because I like thinking of like we're drafting our core in the first 8 rounds, and then 9 through 18 is mostly just building in the correlation to really make the team pop. We only have 2 running backs, but we're going to start looking at pivoting towards running back position. We had to focus on the wide receiver position just because we allocated so little elite draft capital to it. And this is probably going to be an 8 wide receiver, maybe 9 wide receiver build, just because that is pretty weak at the wide receiver position right now. And we don't need to focus as much on quarterback and tight end because we're banking that Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes are just going to be elite for us all day, every freaking day. Rashad Penny goes, okay. Tanner Glenn, take Rashad Penny. He was probably watching the last stream. He knows that's our guy. That's our one of our potential league winners at the running back position because Rashad Penny gets, as always, Arizona. Arizona is going to be god awful this year. So taking all the Philadelphia that I can get. I think I know who I'm going to take later on though. But as this room continues to fall, we have some interesting plays here. I'm hoping our next guy falls to us. I actually have 3 guys that I want here. So hopefully one of them falls. And Maybe we'll have to go for a reach. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Okay. Come on. Don't take Daniel Jones from me. 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 Danny Dimes, the boy. Come on. You know you don't want to take him. Tanner Glenn, are you on the stream? You on the stream? God damn. Chip, shut up. Don't do it. Is there a way to delete comments? Is there a way to delete them? I can put you in a timeout, Chip Skylark. No, Chip, I don't know. Well, Tanner Glenn, I hope you're watching the stream because I didn't want Daniel Jones. If you try to stream snipe me, I'm glad you took Danny Dimes. I don't want him. You can have all the Danny Dimes at that pick. I wanted somebody else. So hopefully my guy falls to me. We'll see. Oh, Chip, you wanted Daniel Jones. Okay, well, you can have him. I know who I want. So, Chip, who are you going to take? Don't take my guy. I know you don't want to do it. Gino. Okay, that's fine. I didn't want Gino. I get at least one of my guys. So, hopefully he falls to me. Old man game. Don't take him from me. Old man game. Okay. Help him. Who do you think I want on this team? I think I know exactly who I want. Okay, let's go. We'll take Lazard. I think after the Lazard tier, it kind of falls off a little bit. Yeah, I know. You guys were probably thinking I was going a different direction with that, but I wanted Lazard on this team because this wide receiver room is so weak. I think I would go. Oh, not Gibson. Yeah, I know. Shocked all of you, right? Overdog takes Gibson. Okay, that's a good pick. I was thinking about taking Gibson, but I think I just need to really hammer out this wide receiver room because the wide receivers are so weak, and we're able to get two kind of workhorse running backs in Breece Hall and Dameon Pierce. Fooled all of you because all of you thought that you were going to take Lazard just got hurt. Oh, I hope that's not true. No way. He actually just got hurt. That's so sad. Ankle injury. Okay, hopefully that's not that severe. Hopefully he just rolled it or something. Okay, hopefully Allen, that's really, really important. Maybe I should have taken Gibson. That's so sad. I can't believe I didn't catch that 20 minutes ago. Wow, that's so sad. Well, hopefully my next pick can make up for Allen Lazard. All I need is Allen Lazard in week 17. I just need all of these other guys to carry Lazard to week 17, and then we can rest easy. Tank the Shy Guy says glad I slowed down on Lazard. I really like Lazard. The model loves Lazard. I saw a tweet the other day that said that Lazard is one of the highest players in terms of expected touchdowns. And so I know Garrett Wilson wasn't necessarily the red zone target last year. So having an Allen Lazard as our wide receiver 6, maybe he can luck into a 2-touchdown game in week 17 against the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Cleveland Browns aren't known for their elite secondary. So I'm happy that I was able to get Lazard, even though hopefully he just sprained his ankle. Chip Scar said doesn't seem super serious and maybe plenty of time to recover. I hope so. But I'm really happy that my guy has fallen to me. Sky Moore as our 7th wide receiver to stack with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. I saw yesterday that Sky Moore, the Andy Reid has a lot of big plans for Sky Moore. So hopefully he gets used pretty heavily. And we can kind of cake off of the more connection. More Mahomes and Kelce. Come on. But now that we have our stacked wide receivers, we have 7 of them. I think we just start hammering the running back position a little bit more. because we've kind of ignored the running back position as we've been kind of filling out our receiver position. We have 3 more. We got DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, and Sky Moore. So hopefully all 3 of those Moores can just eat up this year. I know that these guys there's been a lot of hype around them for a long time. Hope this is finally the year that they really break out. I'm happy with this wide receiver grouping though. We'll kind of just let this let these guys let this bake out. I think we need to start focusing on the other positions though. Okay. So the stacks we have 3 Kansas City players. We have 2 Jets and a Cleveland bring back. Chargers aren't stacked. Houston isn't stacked. Baltimore, Arizona are not stacked. But we can kind of just go off a little hope and prayer down here. I really liked Elijah Moore last year in Best Ball Mania, and that was obviously a huge mistake. He was terrible in Best Ball Mania last year. Maybe this is his bounce back here because I really liked Elijah Moore as a rookie. Take the shot. I guess this Hardman is almost an auto lock for me whenever I can get him. Maybe I'll target Hardman in this draft. But right now, I think there's other positions of need that we need to focus on. There are 3 or 4 guys I'm kind of eyeing in this range. We'll see who falls out to us, though. Well, I appreciate all of you guys hanging with me. Damn it, I wanted Damian Harris. Kid Clay, is he the one that's building a monster? No, it's not. It's the other guy. Purple Orangutan. This guy's building a monster. Kenneth Walker, Joe Mixon, Alexander Madison, Jamal Williams, Justin Jefferson, Traylon Burks. Oh, he kind of fell off in the receiver room. Okay. Interesting. I guess he's going a little anchor wide receiver. But we went anchor running back with Breece Hall, Dameon Pierce. Then we just stacked the receiver room. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Marquise Brown, Zay Flowers, Elijah Moore, Alan Lazard, Sky Moore. Hopefully we're able to get 3 guys week to week. That's really hammering for us. But yeah, we're going to go back to the running back well at our next pick. I think I'm happy with taking 7 wide receivers at this point. Tanner Glenn has 5 running backs already. I like the Kendrick Miller pick a lot. Jalen Hyatt. Okay, well, I've taken all the receivers already. You guys can go ahead and take them. I'm fine at mine. We'll see who Chip Skylark goes ahead and takes. But as soon as this draft ends, I'm going to have to hustle over to Ortho, Virginia to get my shoulder checked out one more time. But oh, wow. I should have just checked my phone. Alan Lazard is on the ground. It looks like he's in pain. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Fall to me, boy. Fall to me. To me. Houston plays Tennessee. Who's the back? Oh, I guess it could go Tajay. Kyler Murray. I like the pick, Chip Skylark. I'm waiting. I already have a little bit of Kyler Murray. I'm waiting to see what happens with. I think they're going to announce pretty soon what his recovery timetable looks like. Yeah, we'll just keep stacking Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon. It's fine. But I'm a little bit wary of Kyler Murray at this point. I do like drafting him just because 12th round Kyler Murray. If they announce that he's going to come back in like week 7, I mean, that's a smash. I mean, his ADP is going to rise up to probably like the 8th round if Kyler Murray gets announced a week 7 return. When's the Cardinals bye week? When is their bye week? Ooh, not until week 14. Okay. So that doesn't give us any clarity there. Chip Scar's a bit hesitant on Kyler too, but worth the risk. I agree. He's definitely worth the risk. People are scared because McKinnon let him down in the playoffs. McKinnon was looking like a league winner. I mean, he really went off at the end of the year. So I'm happy to get McKinnon here at pick 140, 10, almost a round after ADP. I was kind of fading him in the 11th round, but if I'm able to get him at the back end of the 12th with all these Kansas City players, I think it's fine to stack all these guys out. But I'm happy I got Kansas City wide receiver 1, Sky Moore, tight end 1, Travis Kelce, Jerick McKinnon. I'm not going to say anything about Jerick McKinnon, and then Patrick Mahomes. So happy about getting McKinnon here. He's obviously a huge ADP riser, so I'm not going to get the closing line value that I want on McKinnon, but that's okay because McKinnon's a beast. He's a beast when he's healthy. He's a beast all the time. But we have Zay Flowers. We have Zay Flowers. We have Arizona, Philly. Tajay. 188.5. Oh, I'm on the clock. Okay. Pittsburgh, Seattle. I don't have any of that. Let's go ahead and grab Raheem Mostert. I don't have any Raheem Mostert yet. It's interesting that he's the second highest drafted running back after Devin Achane. I guess he does kind of possess that home run hitting ability. I do like Jaylen Warren a lot as well. I was going to take him if I had some Seattle or Pittsburgh players, but I didn't. So I think it makes more sense to grab Raheem Mostert with the Zay Flowers bring back. I have been drafting a ton of Devin Achane, so I think Raheem Mostert is just kind of a hedge against that bet. Just because if Devin Achane isn't the guy, we're all hoping that Devin Achane is a younger version of Raheem Mostert, but there's a lot of injury risk with Devin Achane, so maybe Raheem Mostert is the guy in Week 17 against the Baltimore Ravens. Generic Prince season. I think not. I am not a Generic Prince fan. Sorry to burst y'all's bubbles. Cleveland, New York Jets. We have 7 receivers. I know we need to keep filling out the running back room. I think this is going to be a 6 running back, 7 wide receiver, 2 QB, 2 tight end build. I think I know who I want at my next few picks, but we'll see how the room falls to us. I could go 1 more wide receiver just because we didn't spend a ton of capital at the position, and some of these receivers are kind of falling way after ADP. Helpum says, I don't get why people are so low on Algier. I think it's because of Bijan Robinson, and Bijan Robinson looks like an absolute workhorse. But I do like Algier. I've been drafting a bunch of Algier. Why are you taking Tajay 30 picks ahead of AP? No, that was my pick. That was my pick in the 15th round. What are you doing? Man, that ruins that. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. I think I know who I wanted my next pick, though. We'll see. We'll see how this falls. Arizona, Chargers, Chicago, New York Jets, Kansas City, Cleveland. This is a curious sort of situation here. What other bringbacks do we have? We have Tennessee, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Miami, Baltimore, Chargers versus Denver. Russell Wilson isn't down here, is he? He's not. Chicago, Atlanta. Oh, that game is in Chicago, though, right? That game is in Chicago. That's going to be kind of gross. Chargers at Denver, Kansas City versus Cincinnati. Baltimore at Cleveland versus Las Vegas. That's in a dome. Versus Carolina. Jacksonville game is versus Carolina. That's down in Miami. That's down in Jacksonville. Maybe we could look for a Bryce Young sort of bring back. I don't know. I don't have any rookies. Oh, I have 1 rookie. I am back up on the clock. Shoot. I don't think I'm prepared for this pick. I could go Chark. You know what? I'm going to go Tyler Higbee, I think, as our second tight end. Because I feel good about Kelsey and Higbee. I was thinking DPJ, but I'm hoping for our other guy to fall to 173. But I like DPJ. I like MVS. We could why are you taking Stafford? Oh, you snipe. Mr. Snipes a lot. This guy's been sniping me. He probably knew I wanted Stafford. He doesn't even need 3 quarterbacks. Oh my God. He saw me take Higbee. He was like, okay, I'm just gonna snipe him. But that sucks. I don't. Okay, so that was a Daniel Jones. Oh my god, this is so stupid. All right, who's the Carolina guy? Carolina versus Jacksonville. You know what? I'm so mad at you, Overdog 8. That's such a dirty play. How are you going to do that? You don't even need Overdog 8. You've been all over my draft all day. You've been just trying to your sole reason in here was just to snipe me, isn't it? You're sniping me on Stafford. You snipe me on Antonio Gibson. You snipe me on Cooper Kupp. Snipe me on Jamison Williams. His sole reason that he was in here was to snipe every single one of my picks, and that's just really frustrating. You know, I'm really upset about it. I'm not happy about that one bit. Not happy about that one bit. But okay, we'll see who falls. I mean, this isn't the best spot to be in anymore. What's the Chase Brown news? No news on Chase Brown? Okay, I mean, it seems that Overdog. Okay, wonderful. Overdog 8 is going to be the guy that's just going to snipe us again, isn't he? He's going to go ahead and take Chase Brown. Aren't you? You're just going to take Chase Brown, aren't you? You sneaky snake. Sneaky snake. You Mr. Sneaky Sneak. Mr. Sneaky Sneak. Man, it's so gross down here. It is so gross out here. Mr. Sneaky Sneak is going to take Chase Brown from me, isn't he? Taysom Hill. I actually wanted him to take Chase Brown. I don't know who I want anymore. I have, 3 picks left? So we're going to definitely go 1 quarterback. We definitely need to go 2 running backs. Actually, you know what? Let's just take both Miami running backs, Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson, because that Miami offense is just going to be so explosive. I guess I could have taken Chase Brown as the bring back, but I have a different guy that I want as my bring back in the 18th round, and I'll just let him fall to me. But I have a plan for 17 and 18. I don't know exactly who I want at 16 though. We'll probably want to go with 6th running back. So hopefully Chase Brown falls there. That's okay if he doesn't though. We'll look to grab somebody else. Maybe we can go Lenny again. Gus Edwards is a nice bring back option against all of the Miami guys we've drafted. Zach Evans, we can pair him with Tyler Higbee. I'm so mad that took Stafford from me. How are you going to take my quarterback like that? So unfortunate. So unfortunate, guys. You gotta hate a stream sniper. This is, I mean, it blew up from 10 viewers to 20 viewers all at once. They're like, oh, let's go snipe this guy. Gosh darn it. So dirty. But okay. Hopefully this draft ends within the next 5 minutes because I want to be leaving by 1:45 to get to my 2:00 appointment. But it looks like we're chugging along pretty well. I'm going to take 1 more running back, 1 more wide receiver, and 1 more quarterback with our last 3 picks. But I have a good idea who I want to take here. Oh, King Gaves, what are you doing? I wanted Kenny Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell. Okay. Well, maybe we'll take Lenny here. Just take Lenny, 16th round Lenny. I'm fine with that. Got sniped for Daniel Jones in my slow draft, and I have Barkley with Wallace. I definitely feel your pain, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're doing so many of these, because we know that there's going to be some rooms where we just get sniped. And that's just the name of the game. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to it can happen to anybody. So you never know. You never know how these rooms are going to fall out. Oh, I wanted Ritter. Come on, guys. And I wanted Pickett. Oh, Chip Skylark, what are you doing to me, man? I guess we just got to shore up the quarterback position now. Sam Howell. By week 14. All right. Sam Howell is the pick. Yeah, I mean, nothing really else to say about it. You got Mahomes. I think he'll survive. I hope so. Sam Howell, fun option too. Yeah, I'm a Commanders fan, so got to go with the homer pick. And then going to go running back and wide receiver. Hope I'm not a single soul. LMAO. Yeah. Okay. Don't love my running back room, but also don't hate it. I think it would have been a little bit better to who's the okay. 17th round. It's getting gross down here, guys. Maybe since we have Sam Howell, we just we look like a San Francisco boy or a Washington boy down here. Maybe like a Richie James is a cool stacking option down here. Like, what if Richie James is the starting slot receiver? Could be interesting. I think I have another guy that I'd rather have just because the obvious clear and away wide receiver one on the Kansas City Chiefs is obviously Travis Kelce. And we're already betting that Sky Moore is going to be a pretty big piece of that offense. So I don't think we need to really focus too much on the wide receiver position. But we could go. We have 2 quarterbacks. We have 2 tight ends. So I'm going to go one more running back, one more wide receiver. Purple Orangutan. Why are you taking Curtis Samuel from me? That's the guy that I wanted. So I guess we'll just keep focusing. Damn. This running back room is very, very suspect. Very suspect. Does the model like Gus? 90 RB 53. Super better. 48. Michael Carter's all the way at RB 33. Screw it, Michael Carter. Chip Scarlett says Lenny's there for you. Yeah, he is there for me. I'm gonna go Michael Carter first, just because we already have a lot of the. Oh, I already have Breece Hall. What am I doing taking Michael Carter? That was a bad pick. Yeah, maybe I should have taken Lenny. That would have been a better pick there. But there is one more guy that I want to take as my final bring back option. It's going to be just complete swing. Just someone that I think that could be something this year. You never know. Maybe if injuries happen, if certain things fall certain ways, he could be something. Maybe in week 17 he pops off. Old Man Game is taking all three SF QBs. Is that true? He has 5 quarterbacks. Oh my God, this guy's really going for it. That is a very suspect wide receiver room. But yeah, we as who said the backfield monopolization? Was it Sam Leone? I don't know exactly. Mike Leone. I don't know exactly who it was. We did Breece Hall, Michael Carter, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson. I don't know. This is a really odd build that I've had to just kind of navigate this very, very odd draft room. Haven't navigated a draft room like this before. But I don't hate it. I don't hate the team. We were able to fill out the receiver room pretty well, in my opinion. I like having the Breece Hall, Dameon Pierce anchors at running back. Maybe just the handcuffing makes this more unique. I don't know. Maybe we go 18th round Lenny. I don't know. This is such a freaking weird room. Maybe we just go all in on the Jets and we go Mecole. So, I mean, there's Lenny, there's Mecole. And then I'm going to wait till I'm on the clock to reveal my last guy. Chip Skylark said he's a pretty big fan of how his team ended up. Let's go ahead and take a look at Chip Skylark's team. Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, Kenny Pickett, great quarterbacks. Bijan, Tony, Zach Charbonnet, Jalen Warren, Chuba Hubbard, nice. DK Metcalf, Mike Williams, Christian Kirk, Brandon Cooks, Gabe Davis, Rashee Rice. Who was the last one? Rondale Moore, I think. I like that as well. Let's see who Chip takes. And Dallas Goedert, Sam Laporta, Calvin Austin, nice pick. Mike White, okay, interesting. Lenny's still there, but I think I'm going to take my reveal. Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones is my bring back against all of the Cincinnati players. And I hadn't taken wide receiver in a long, long time. But, okay, that's going to conclude. Yeah, I really like Charlie Jones. If you don't know who Charlie Jones is, I would suggest go ahead and take a look. But, guys, thank you for sticking with me. Really appreciate you joining the broadcast. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.